Hi guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. And guys, it's finally time to do only the second video on this. This is my recently purchased, new to me, Abarth 595 Competizione in, of course, the best colour there is, the very bright, in your face, love it or hate it, Marmite colour. It is the adrenaline green, of course. Modified Abarth, I should be saying, and reminding myself, because although it doesn't look modified, it actually is. We've got an induction kit under here. We've got a pop-off filter. This car's had a remap, it's over 200 horsepower. We got some silly little bits on, like we got some wheel spacers on. I say silly, they're really good. I want this to be my last Abarth, and what an Abarth to have in the colour that I've always wanted. Anyway, today we're finally doing the second video since I've owned this car in January. That's really poor of me. You would have seen this car feature in my other videos, taking it to Abarth meets and other car events, but today this video is solely about this, my Abarth 595 Competizione. And finally today, guys, we're doing that driving video that I promised you back when I revealed this car to you back in January. I love doing this YouTube stuff because today I'm taking it for a drive just for the sake of you guys. I know how it drives, I know that it's a fun car, but I need to share that with you guys today, all for the sake of a video, so this is good. Today we're going to hear some noises from the rear of the car, the record Monza exhaust, valved exhaust I should say, on the rear of the car that this car wears from factory. We're going to hear some noises from the front, from the induction kit and the pop-off filter. So this car is very noisy from the rear, from the front, is what I'm trying to say. And obviously we're going to just be having some fun because, as I say, it's a remapped, slightly modified Abarth with over 200 horsepower. Nonetheless, I'm a bit hot. Let's get the camera rigged up in the car. Just filled it up with some E5 petrol because it is a remapped turbo car and I like to put the best stuff in the car. And yeah, let's get you guys in the car with me and let's take it for a sunny, sunshine spin. I like my hobby. This is good stuff. Let's get in. Let's go. So you now join me in my modified Abarth 595 Competizione, guys, and I must say it's currently not in sports mode. Now on this particular Abarth, sports mode opens up the valved record Monza exhaust that this car has got, and on any Abarth, sports mode makes the throttle response more responsive and it stiffens up your steering wheel. And for those reasons, and I still am suffering unfortunately from bad shoulders, I do actually drive this Abarth nowadays a lot of the time not in sports mode, just because it makes it easier on it lightens up the steering. Also the car is still quick, not in sports mode and in sports mode. We're in sports mode now, guys. On longer journeys it's kind of quite nice to have it in sports mode. If you're overtaking cars on a motorway, like I say, you can kind of put your foot down, the car gets going more compared to when it's not in sports mode. Also the turbo gauge flashes with sport when you put it in sports mode, just to remind you that you are in sports mode, of course. And of course when you're switching from sports mode to non-sports mode, let's say, your digital dash physically changes, and that's like it on most Abarths that feature the digital dash, so that's also quite cool. And not being funny, when I'm in this bright green Abarth I do feel pretty cool. I like my cars to get attention and I'm not afraid to admit that, and yeah, I like the fact that this colour is very eye-catching. So although this isn't the induction kit of choice, I've got a BMC induction kit on this car, you can still hear it in the cabin, especially when you're giving it some. And again, the pop-off filter is a BMC one. It's not the loudest you can get, but surprisingly you can actually hear it when you're driving the car, and you can hear it from the outside as well. So I'm not complaining that I bought a already modified Abarth, but obviously I want to add my own modifications to it in the future. But all the Competiziones come with this lovely half leather, half Alcantara steering wheel. This one's actually got an aftermarket carbon fibre gear knob. That's really nice to hold in my hand, one of the best knobs. Whoa, Amber, kids might be watching. Let's cut the next few words out. Exhaust system is completely standard. It's a standard record Monza on this. I don't think this car really pops and bangs. It has got a remap on it, but I don't think it's got a pops and bangs map like I've had before, and that is proper Asbo and kind of funny. And that does get you some attention, that's for sure. Woo-wee! Oh, that induction kit and popper filter are doing things. And you are reminded you're in a 595 Competizione with the say belts, because they come with the 595 comps as standard. Yeah, even when you're not going fast, you feel like you are because of the environment, basically. Like I say, the steering wheel, my carbon fibre knob, and the very huggy sports say belt seats. I absolutely love them, which is quite nice. That popper filter is popping off today, I tell you. Whee! That popper filter's alright, you know. Now I'm not listening to music, that's all I can hear, to be fair. So we have got the Brembo brakes on here and the drilled discs. That's a mouthful, isn't it? It's nice to have an Abarth with Brembos because the calipers look cool and they say Brembo on it, but obviously they are Brembo and they actually do a job. This car has got spacers, wheel spacers on. Gives the car a bit more stance, feels the wheels feel the arches a bit more. But when it comes to the suspension, it's all just standard generic Competizione suspension, so I think this car would handle better on lowering springs, and obviously it would look better on lowering springs or being lowered for that matter. So this Abarth is one of the fastest that I have ever owned. They don't handle the best. Now I'm saying that coming from a Renault RS, which they handle like nothing I've ever driven before. They're proper planted to the roads. These have quite a bit of, even now I'm going around this corner at 30, they've got quite a bit of body roll. I'd really love to drive a Competizione with an LSD, so you could get one of these with a limited slip differential as part of a sports pack with a Competizione. In a straight line, they're great fun. You obviously get a bit of the old torque steer. Around corners, they're not really the best. Now we're talking, right, enjoy. Ooh! Oh! And you come off the accelerator as well. That popper filter loves it. Oh, that's what we're talking about now. This, oh yeah, I love this road. Woohoo! Oh, oh yes. It's not doing too badly around the corners. Ah, we do have Michelin Pilot 4 tyres on here, I know that much. I can't remember the time I've ever driven a car with Michelins before, so this car has proper got everything you want on it. I haven't got any complaints about these tyres so far. But yeah, the popper filter is really impressing me today. Oh yes. Oh, it's just such a good road. Oh, okay, that was quite fun. I enjoyed that. Oh, that was a nice little blip. I really like that. Oh, that was great. Oh, that was good. One more time. Woo-wee! Woohoo! Around this big corner. A little bit of the brake, there we go. Woo! Oh, this car's funny. Maybe it's not so bad on the handling after all, it's not too bad. Not as good as the Renault RS's, but it's not too bad, it's not too shabby. Whee! She does go up to speed pretty quickly. I have to say the gear changes in this car, because again it's a 2021, hasn't got many miles on the clock, 27,000. The gear changes are so nice and light for my poor little shoulders. Really nice and light gear changes. I won't be getting a short shifter because that would do me absolutely no good. Second gear pull. Onto the Julie. Oh, I do like a turbo car. I've had a few of these Abarths with the less powerful IHI turbo, and I think they are kind of more torquier and quicker to get going, whereas the Garrett is the bigger turbo out of the two that you can get on the Abarths and the more powerful, hence it's on this, the Competizione. You gotta love a Garrett turbo. Oh, so good. Oh, that pop-off filter is good. So that is it, guys. That is the end of my drive for the sake of YouTube, for the sake of you guys, in my modified Abarth with over 200 horsepower, 595 Competizione. Let me know if you've enjoyed this video. What modifications would you do to this car? Or would you leave the mods as they are? Do you like this car? Don't you? Have you got an Abarth? Have you got a modified Abarth? What car have you got? Just talk to me in the comments below and we can have a conversation, you know? I hope to modify this car to my taste in the future, and I want to start featuring other people's Abarths, whether they're modified or not, and other people's cars, non-Abarths, because obviously I love all cars, not just Abarths. It's just Abarths of where my knowledge and my passion and my love is. Yes, I hope you've enjoyed this video and all the different shots we managed to get and all the different noises we've managed to capture from this fun little cheeky hot hatch, which is the Abarth, of course. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in another video. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Woohoo! Wasp likes the car. We've got another Wasp on the car in another video. What the hell? They like the green. And of course, this car has got some tasty bits on. No, just come on, chill out. We can do it. We can. It's not the most. You need to talk about stuff when you're in the car, because otherwise there's no point doing a driving video, is there? Drilled brakes as well. The drilled discs on here, and we've got the Brembo. I'm not speaking right now.